So, Love Island, the final will be taking place in just under a week's time. Montana Brown is in Mallorca for us today, picking up all the latest gossip, talking about what happened last night. There she is. And talking of last night, a few home truths told in the Sidebar of Shame challenge. Let's have a look.
Amber's mum can see her having a romantic spark with Ovi.
It's just because she fancies you, I know that's why.
Love Island fans accuse bored Molly May of faking her love for Tommy.
You don't think I'm bored, do you?
No.
Right, so then it doesn't even matter.
Belle isn't Anton's type and is not genuine, says his best friend.
Our friend's getting a strongly worded DM when we get out of here.
Curtis is playing the biggest game in the villa.
Blank and Blank are meant to be together. I think it's an absolutely ridiculous thing to do, especially when I'm standing behind the bar.
Really?
Well, hi, ridiculous. Lots of backlash going on about that one. Montana, what did you make of that challenge?
Do you know what? I feel really sorry for all of the contestants because I feel like that's the hardest challenge because it's kind of the first glimpse you get of what the public actually think of you and you think, oh my gosh, that's what they genuinely think. But really, it's probably only a couple of people in the nation that actually think those kind of headlines.
So did you have that same challenge, Montana, when you were in there? And do you remember what people said about you and how much did it affect you? Even though people tell you don't worry, you do, don't you?
Oh, I'll tell you what, it is the worst thing because I think constantly when you're in there, I mean, they've been in there nearly 8 weeks now, and you're constantly thinking, oh, I wonder if I'm coming across well, like, I hope, you know, my family's proud of me and all of those kind of things. So when this challenge comes along and, you know, before, I think it was tweets and obviously this year it's headlines, you just get a bit worried about if you're doing your family proud. So I really, really sympathise with them, especially Anton, because I feel like he had the worst one.
Yeah, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice for any of them. Now, final week, OK, so people are all coupled up, we think. So we've got Jordan and Anna. They seem all loved up. He's asked her to be his girlfriend. We're all thinking he's sorted. They'll be in the final. But it seems possibly not. What have you heard about tonight?
Honestly, as soon as I saw that clip for the teaser for tonight, I just put my head in my hands. I was like, Jordan, do you want to walk away with the 50k prize or not? Like, it's a week before the final. What's he doing? So it's not going to do him any favours, is it?
Or does it make people talk about him a bit more? Does it make it more interesting? Because, you know, sometimes when you're coupled up, then you don't see much people because they're not arguing, they're not falling out, they're all loved up. We don't get much airtime. So is he playing a game, perhaps?
I mean, but he's up against Ovi, who's like the nation's sweetheart at the minute. So I feel like he's literally got no chance at all. And if anything, he's just shot himself in the foot because he had something really good with Anna. And now he's blown it. He's not going to get the money and he's not going to get the girl either.
Oh, well. Now, you mentioned Ovi there, and so many people talking about Ovi, although he's not completely in a couple, is he? People talking about him could be the winner. Have you got a favourite? Who do you think will win, but who would you like to win?
So I think Molly May and Tommy will win just because they've been together for so long. I feel like the public are really invested in their relationship. Their kids would be great. So if they could have kids, that'd be great for the rest of us. But I would really like to see Ovi and India win. I think that would be amazing. I think they've got amazing chemistry. They look incredible together and they could be the next power couple.
Lovely. Montana, thank you very much indeed for your analysis. It's a bit like the Tory party leadership as well. Thank you very much. Now, here in the studio, we've got a reality TV panel for their thoughts before the final. We've got Love Islander Jack Fowler. We've got Big Brother winner, it's Josie Gibson. And we've got TOWIE's Bobby Norris. Well, Jack, first of all, you know what it's like, that whole last week and all that's going on.
Yes.
How tense-ridden is it all?
It's difficult. It is difficult, especially when you have that challenge just happened, that, like Montana said, is the first glimpse you get to what the public are thinking of yourself.
Because you're completely protected up until
you
then,
have no idea what's going on. So last year it was the World Cup, for example. I had no idea if England got anywhere near that they did. So
can you remember what anybody said about you? Is there something that really stuck?
I can't remember myself, but I think one of the ones was about Jack and Danny and whether they're going to work or not. And obviously Danny got quite worked up because, you know, they were the power couple in there. So yeah, you definitely take note of what people were saying on the outside.
Yeah.
Well, Josie, even though this wasn't a show that you have appeared on, you watch it.
Got too much cellulite for this show, Eamonn.
But you love it as a viewer. You're quite addicted to it.
Absolutely, absolutely addicted. But I do worry for them when they come out because it's so life-changing. It is so and so many people are invested into this show, and so many people watch it.
And all have an opinion.
And all have an opinion on you, and you've got to be ready for that.
But that was the same with you with Big Brother.
Yeah.
Everyone's got an opinion, everyone's talking. Were you prepared in any way for what happened when you came out, and how did it really change your life?
When I came out, I used to get upset on a daily basis because obviously social media was massive at the time, and everybody used to home in on my weight and my appearance, and because I was with the fitty and I want the fitty, everybody homed in on that, and it really upset me. And I learnt to grow a thick skin very, very fast. And if I could give any sort of advice for anybody going in there, is don't invest any time into what people think of you, as long as they're your loved ones that
So the haters, Bobby's nodding away
What
there.
is that saying? Whatever people think of you is none of your business.
I've never heard
But they make it your
take
business by telling you straight, don't they? So you're nodding away. It's quite hard to have a thick skin. It does hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, everyone says you've got to have a thick skin, and you do, but I think we'd all be lying and we wouldn't be human if it didn't hurt, do you know what I mean? And it's just curiosity that you want to know what people are saying about you, but I'm a big believer it says a lot more about the troll than it does the person they're trolling. And so there's, professional trolls out there. They set up these accounts just to try and...
I really like them now,
upset you. And this is the thing, you can't let them win, do you know what I mean?
What was that like, Bobby, for the first time, in TOWIE, that you suddenly thought, oh, my goodness, everybody's looking at me, recognising me, talking to me? Was it a nice feeling, or is it a bit scary?
I suppose it's really different because you're locked in a villa, you was locked in a house. So with TOWIE, because it goes out every week, it literally, your first episode goes out and your life, you literally go to bed one night and it changes. So, I remember going for a spray tan the day after and people stopping me, and I was going to buy a milk, and it's lovely, and that's the massive thing, that 99% of the people, they're so lovely, and I don't think trolls would ever really, if I was on the central line, they'd never say what they feel brave enough saying on Twitter or social media.
Now, look, listen, I want to ask you three of you, if TOWIE, Big Brother or Love Island hadn't have happened in your lives, right? It just didn't happen.
Right.
What would you be doing, and would you prefer to be doing that or being who you are today? In other words, we can talk about the downsides of fame, but is it better being Bobby known for TOWIE as opposed to a Bobby that wouldn't have been known through TOWIE?
100%. For me, I'm so grateful for the opportunities that TOWIE have brought to me. I mean, I still live and breathe it. I love it. I'm there 8 years in, and I feel so grateful, and I've been given such an amazing platform. I've got to go to Parliament and to Downing Street and to campaign.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
I'd probably still be teaching and assessing hairdressing.
OK, Josie?
I was a business development manager, so I'd probably be doing that. And work does die down. Nothing lasts forever. You ride the wave for as long as you can, but you've got to remember it doesn't last forever. So I actually went for a job interview just before I got pregnant, and they were like, what are you doing sat here? And they just couldn't get their head around that. In fact, I was on the front of some magazines and I was sat there for a
Jack,
job
would you agree with that? I mean, you came out last year. What's that year been like for you?
The last year has actually been absolutely hectic. Really enjoyed it. Opportunities are wicked. But if I wasn't to do Love Island, I probably would still be playing football and personal training.
You'd still be living the dream.
There we go.
So what would you say to whoever wins, and any of them, all the ones in the final, when they come out, what was your one piece of advice to come back into the reality now?
Basically, make sure when you go home, that is home. That's family life. It stays the same, because it's very, very easy, I think, to, your feet to come off the floor, because you get so much attention, so much, attention towards yourself, and walking down the street's not the same anymore. So having family and friends around you to keep you grounded is the best thing about it.
Josie, your advice?
My advice is, don't home in on negativity, because it's very easy to do. We were just saying about that. It's very easy to do. And remember, nothing lasts forever. Just enjoy it while you can, while it's there. Just enjoy every minute of it.
Bobby?
Completely the same. I think, most importantly, you've got to have a good team, have good management behind you. Those that really want to have a career in this industry, I think, be careful of the opportunities you take. Sometimes you see people will just promote anything on social media. I think if you want to be credible, kind of watch what you do. But then, again, like you say, nothing lasts forever. So there's that fine line. But enjoy every minute, but have the right people around you.
Because it's exciting as well, isn't it?
Yeah!
Guys, thanks very much indeed.
Not both.